Welcome to DAV Mobile Public School. Now, we will start the new chapter, that is force and laws of motion. As you can see in this picture, there are two persons who are applying force towards each other. So, we will understand what exactly this force is in this coming slides rather. Now, if someone asks you what is force, your answer would be push or a pull of any object is a force. Or in other way, we can even say force is an external agency that displaces a body from its position of rest. Now, consider this an object which is at rest. Now, here there are no any external object located around this object. So hence here, because of which this object is at rest. Now, in another scenario, consider an object which is at rest and some external agency over here is this person who is applying a force towards this object. As a result, this object is getting displaced. You will find this object has been displaced. Initially this object was over here. After the force which is being applied by this external factor, this object has displaced. So force is simply a push or a pull, or in another word, it is an external agency that displaces a body from its position of rest. In physics, we usually denote force with a symbol that is capital F. Now, the direction in which the force is pushed or a pull is called direction of force. Consider this an example wherein you will find that this external object is applying a force in this direction. So, direction of force over here is in this direction. Whereas, if consider another situation where this object is pulling an object in this direction, you will find that object is being displaced its position from this direction. So the direction in which the object is pushed or pulled is called direction of force. Now some more thing related to force, that is force has both magnitude and direction. We have studied about this quantity, that is vector quantity. So any physical quantity means those quantity which can be measured. Here we are talking about force. So force can be measured both in magnitude and direction. So any physical quantity which can be measured with both magnitude and direction, or those quantity whose magnitude and direction both are important to identify anything. So we say it is a vector quantity. In short, vector quantities are those quantities which depends both on magnitude and direction. So here force is a vector quantity. Now, SI unit of force and CGS unit of force. This SI unit came from a law which is nothing but Newton's second law. In mathematical form, Newton's second law is written as F equals to ma, where m stands for mass and a stands for acceleration due to gravity. Now, if we write those quantity in terms of SI unit, we will find mass is written in terms of kg and a is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. So SI unit of acceleration due to simply acceleration, that is meter per second square. So in short, you will say SI unit of force is nothing but kg dot meter per second square. Now this physical quantity is used very frequently, so we even write in short form, that is SI unit of force is Newton. More precisely, the SI unit of force is expressed in terms of Newton. Whereas in CGS unit of force, this again F equals to ma, where m we can write that m is nothing but mass. We can write that mass in terms of CGS as gram, and acceleration is written as meter per second square. Your meter in terms of CGS would be changed into centimeter, and time is same both for SI and CGS. So that's why time would be same in both SI and CGS. So CGS unit of force is nothing but gram dot centimeter per second square, or in another word we say gram dot centimeter per second square as time. Now let us understand some more thing about effects of force, or rather after effects of force. After a force is being applied on any desired object, we'll find at least these three things show short. Now what are those three things? It can either change the speed of the object, or the direction of the motion, or it can change the shape of the body. Now as you can see in this picture, there are certain effects of force. A person is there who is a cyclist who is applying a certain amount of force from his leg, that is a muscular force is being applied, and with the muscular force the cyclist is acquiring a certain velocity, a certain speed. So it completely depends upon the cyclist muscle how much velocity to acquire. So with this contact force or with this force, this velocity is being changed. So hence we will say force can change the speed of an object. In the similar manner, a baker is there. Baker is applying a certain amount of force in order to change the shape of a dove. So we can change the shape of a dove by simply applying certain force towards it. So it will change the shape of that thing. In a similar manner, as you can see, this is a child who is playing football. So with the help of this muscles, leg muscles, this child can change the direction of ball with the help of his muscles. So we can change, or we can correlate this as with applied force one can change the direction of force as well. Now this is a lawn mover. Now this is a lawn mover which is at rest. This person is trying to move that lawn mover in certain direction. So one can change the motion of a rest object into a one can change the motion of a rest body to its motion in a certain direction. So these are certain effects of force or after effects of force. Now basically there are two kinds of forces. First one contact forces and the other one that is non-contact forces. Now contact force is the simplest force, so you can simply understand it says word itself speak contact force, where you have contact between two bodies. So the force which acts on a body either directly or through some connectors are called contact force. Directly means, for an instant, if a two object is there, if both objects are interacting towards each other, then you will say there is a direct contact between them. With the direct contact between those two objects, a certain movement would be there, or certain motion would be there, which is due to nothing, which is nothing but a contact force. So as you can see, there are two children who is applying a certain force in order to move this person. So this is nothing but a contact force, a contact between hands and this cycle is there. So your contact force is being created. As a result, this person will move in this direction. Contact is there between two bodies. This is the first body, this is the second body. With the help of this contact force which is being applied by these two childs, as a result, this person is moving in this direction. A contact is there, that's why. Another example, whenever you write, there's a contact between your hand and a pencil. A contact is there. As a result, you are able to write properly. So this is again a contact force. Again, another example of contact force. This person is trying to push this trolley in this direction with the contact with the hands and the handle located over here. So this is again an example of contact force. So certain examples of contact forces are biological force. Biological force is nothing but a force which is being applied by a certain effects or certain forces which is there inside the body. Or muscular force. Muscular force, you can say this force is being applied by the muscles of the hand, the muscular force. Now mechanical force. Mechanical force means force which is generated through machines, that is a mechanical force. Frictional force. Frictional force where there is a contact between two bodies and as a result there is a obstruction in the movement of a body, that is frictional force. We will understand this frictional force more precisely in the coming slides. Now let us see non-contact forces also. So non-contact forces are those which do not make a direct contact but still a force is being created. So non-contact forces are there where there is a no contact between two bodies but still we can experience that force. Certain examples of non-contact forces are magnetic force. This is a magnet. As we know, magnet has two poles, north pole and south pole. So according to the property of magnet, opposite poles, north pole and south pole, will attract each other and same pole will repel each other. So though they will not have a direct contact between north pole and south pole, but the effect would be experienced. Another example, that is electric force, where you will find an atom and which consists of proton and electron revolve around it. So more precisely, the force between proton and electron, since proton carries positive charge and electron carries negative charge. force between those two atoms or those two electrons or fundamental particles, we will say it is an electrostatic force. More precisely, that is not an electric force but an electrostatic force, where proton and electrons are mutually attracted towards each other. Now, the third one, that is gravitational force. Anything which is falling towards the surface of the earth, that is due to the gravitational force. So that is again a non-contact force where there is no contact between gravity and the body, but still the effect would be experienced. That is a gravitational force. As you can see, this is a magnet. North pole and south pole is there. Magnetic field is there. In this magnetic field, the effects of magnet could be experienced over here. So here, in short, you can say non-contact forces are those where there is no contact between two bodies, but still its effect could be experienced. Now, as we know, as we have discussed previously, there are certain types of forces, that is contact force and non-contact forces. So the flowcharts of this two contact and non-contact force look like this. Contact force are usually muscular force, the force generated through muscles. Mechanical force means the force generated through machines. Frictional force, the force where there is a contact between two bodies. Friction is there because, as I said, an object stops moving. Spring force is also there with the force which is generated through springs. Certain non-contact forces are also there when there is no contact between two forces, but still its effect could be experienced. The example would be gravitational force, magnetic force, and electrostatic force. As I told previously, these three examples I told. I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you.